Here we go again. It's a tier 9 game on, I think this is called Swamp. I'm in my M53.
Time to roll out.
And this replay is actually rather interesting. I mean, I know artillery is arguably one of the more boring classes to watch in a replay. Let's be honest. You know, there's a lot of overhead view shooting. This one will start off much more exciting. So I'm here with this GW Panther. There are two artilleries for the team. There's a FB3805 and a GW Panther on the other team, along with a nice assorted sundry of excellent tanks. I'm worried about the FE because he's clearly a Clan Wars player, as is the T-34-3, so they are priority targets. Fortunately on our team, I see that our IS-6 is being driven by a member of Guerrillas, and I'm there like, hey, as long as the Guerrilla guy is alive, we actually stand a decent chance of winning, because, like, you know, they're one of the top Clan Wars clans, and therefore some of the best players in the North America server right now. So here we are. This is one of the two positions I like to start in when I'm playing excuse me, my artillery on the swamp. And this T-20 prototype has had the greatest misfortune of to be the first one spotted. You can see how tough he is from the front there. He only took one damaging shot right there, but he's awfully vulnerable to high explosive shells.
Enemy armor is
Aha!
destroyed.
That's a takeout. And that's when I glance on the map and spot that there's an ELC coming this way. What? Oh crap. Evasive actions. Okay, managed to dodge the first shot. Try and clear line of fire for the Borsig. Borsig fires, scores a hit. All it does is critical the little ELC, unfortunately. GW has now also noticed the danger. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a hit right here, but I'm going to try and block him so that the Borsig can try and shoot him. It kind of works, but he's just so tiny and nimble that we just can't keep up. When he's using me as a block, I dodge out of the way so the Borsig continue getting a shot at him. Shell reloads. Borsig misses. Good dodge by the ELC. ELC artillery fire starts coming in. I know we got to kill him now, so I managed to kill him with a point-blank range shot, even though it does some damage to the GW Panther. The ELC is now out of play. I keep zigzagging around maneuvering because I only saw one artillery round come in, therefore there could be another one. Until I'm pretty confident, excuse me, got cold, that we're no longer in sight, at which point I can go back to concentrating on engaging the enemy. So, look for a vulnerable target here. So I get myself safe and properly situated. This E-75, he's a top tier heavy tank. Very important that he get reduced. Yeah, he thinks he's nice and safe here. Well, he is from direct fire. Oh, solid hit. 801 damage to E-75, leaves him perilously low on health. Once again, because I know that the other artillery might well be looking at us because of that ELC, I'd move immediately away. I should move even faster than that. That was a little bit on the slow side. Then once again, turn my attention north where two of the enemy tier 9s have been spotted in hopes of continuing to do damage to them, get them out of play. See them moving up here. I'm like, cool, I'll have another easy shot and exposed target. He vanishes, but I'm expecting him to pop up near here where he'll be shooting at the ST1. Only a small problem, the STI just got blown up. I did there for a moment, trying to figure out, okay, do I stay here or not? I see the KV-3 here. I'm hoping he'll try to stay within the KV-3, but E-75 is not quite that dumb. Besides, as you can see, one of our tanks, a Comet, is actually broken through the south and it's getting through. Also, they just took the Carnarvon down there, leaving just that T-34-3. I said to myself, awesome! It looks like we might have attackers to the north. I'm getting out of here. I don't have enough health to even take one shot from any of the remaining enemy tanks. So I'm going to run towards the T-34-3 in hopes that he'll be dead before I get there, and there he goes. And this is a good artillery policy anyways, not only getting away from the enemy when you think they are coming to overtake you, but also moving positions means you also change your angle of attack, makes it harder for them to hide from you. The good news is it seems the enemy team has decided to turn back. They're trying to concentrate on defending their cap circle, so I can turn my attention to trying to destroy them. It's M103, high tier heavy. I see he's going after the KV-3. I can't save the KV-3, unfortunately, but I can try and make his death worth something. 689 to an M103 leaves him on about a third of his starting health. Very nice. And then I continue working my way eastward to help keep this. This is actually an advantage. Now the GW and I will be spread out. It'll be harder for them to hide from both artillery pieces and should therefore open up more shooting opportunities for both of us. Team's advancing nicely. There's the IS-6, that's the guerrilla player. I see that he's still at full health. I cut myself, yeah, he's at full health. We're probably when we're up on tanks. We're winning this one. Spot the GW Panther, trying to make a run for it. Start aiming where I think he's going to go. He vanishes. GW takes a shot. Doesn't get him. I take a shot. Nope, doesn't get him either. Alright, well. That's how it is. The FE3805 is still in place, so I gotta be careful, though I don't think he'll be looking for me around here. Excuse me. So I moved this way, and here I've actually gotten a little bit too close to the center. All these buildings and hills are actually going to interfere with a lot of my shots. Despite this, I'm still going to try and line up an attack on someone. I finally spot the Object 704. He's tier 9. He's undamaged. That makes him a very high priority target. But unfortunately, just as I'm starting my lineup, he vanishes. By the time I'm loaded, I have no idea if he's still there or not. I decided to sit, wait, be patient, see if he turns back up. The AMX is there. He's proven to be a pretty good scout so far. And suddenly the Borsig shows up. I'm like, alright, Borsigs are also good. This Borsig's pretty badly shot up. He's not as good a target, but if I can take him out of play, that'll be one more dangerous target removed. So I try and get the best lineup I can here, and hopefully wait for him to pop out to try and take a shot at this AMX 12-ton. There's a long pause. There he is. Popping out, I fire. He pulls back, and I miss him. Well, that's life in the arty. Alright, well, I've decided I want to reposition a little bit further east. Unfortunately, there's this deep body of water in the way, so I gotta go across the bridge. So I turn and roll towards it. Problem with American artillery is, although you do have a pretty good speed once you get it going, your turning radius still sucks. Whee! Splish. Alright, well, that's alright. The water here is pretty shallow, right? And I'll just continue driving forward, and, oh, okay, I can actually drown right here next to the bridge. Move away from that. There we go, back onto dry land. Alright, well, that IS-8 clearly is having some trouble, so I'm going to take aim at the M103 again. Aiming just in time for the guerrilla player to take him out. Should have known better. No, there's the FE3805. The T25 has found him. I'm waiting at the moment for hoping the T34 will come around and try and take a free shot at the IS-8, but I'm pretty sure the IS-8 is once again loaded. I turn and once again aim briefly at the 704, then say to myself, hey, what? You know what? This Borsig's probably still here. Yep, there he is. So I'm aiming at him. He's trying to help fight that T25-2. Gonna wait till I'm fully dialed in here. He moves out of the way. That's all right. We'll just wait for him to move again, just like that. Direct hit this time. All right, another threat moved. Continue advancing. The GW has moved into the sound center over there. The Borsig that saved us has finally decided that maybe he can try and move in and do some more damage. I do appreciate him, though, coming to our rescue earlier. Oop, there's the GW Panther. And he took out the T25 too. Once again, looking to get that T34, but it's pretty clear he's not going to come out of cover anytime soon. So I say, you know what? I know the GW Panther's right about here. We'll try just throwing a shot at it. Who knows? Maybe I'll hit him. Fully dialed in. Pull the trigger. Round deviates but lands almost directly on top of him. Yup. Once again, life in the artillery. Move forward a little bit here, but with enemy artillery out of play, I'm no longer worried about having to dodge every single shot. So I'm going to line up on this Object 704. He's finally taken some damage. He's threatening the AMX 12-ton, but he's doing a great job of staying alive. Looks like the object is going to try and escape behind cover here, when suddenly the GW Panther round comes in. I saw it get a direct hit right about here, so I said to myself, let's see if we can splash him to death. Because he's probably still stuck there. And sure enough, he was, and I managed to take him out with the splash damage. I have no idea what KOS-MK means, but I'm guessing he's not happy. The guerrilla player finally goes in close combat and takes out the T-34 to finish the game. Good game, and good night.